Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's simmerkitten here. And today I have a very special build for you guys. As you can see, we are starting off on a foundation that's already been made. And that is because this build is my entry for the SimLinks competition that he has just recently posted. If you don't know who SimLinks is, you should totally go check him out. He's an awesome YouTuber and he builds really cool builds. So you should go check him out and subscribe. And he recently reached 15,000 subscribers. Congratulations to him. And he posted a competition where the rules are you have to start with this foundation and you can't add anything to it. You can't take anything out. And then there was those 4 items in the middle of the build that I have moved to the front here. You have to use those somewhere in the build. And those are the only rules. You can use as much money as you like, you can build whatever you want, and this is what I am doing with it. So I decided to enter because I don't know, I love participating in competitions because it inspires me to build something new that I wouldn't have built otherwise. So I am building Pinetree Manor. This is an old house. It's a family home. It's not like abandoned or anything. It's totally livable still. Your sim family can still live in there. But it's an older house. It's kind of overgrown with like plants and leaves and vines everywhere, and it's just very old-fashioned as well. So I start off with the foundation and I made this 3 stories high. The highest floor is only going to be an attic, and I really love the attic part of this build. I have never tried anything like that before, and I think it came together really nicely. It's really cluttered, and I don't know, it gives this build a certain vibe, and I really like it. And then we we take inspiration from those garden gnomes that I have to use in this build, and we add them all over the whole lot. I mean, I didn't go overboard or anything, but I thought they were really cute, and I don't usually use those garden gnomes, so I really just wanted to add them everywhere. I think they're pretty funny. I built this house in 4 parts. It took me about 4.5 hours to build. And this is sped up 8 times, and this video is still over half an hour, so I'm sorry. I build really slowly, mostly because when I'm recording while I have the Sims open, it's kind of laggy. I mean, it's not too bad. I can still build, obviously, as you can see here, but I just have to go really slowly. So that's why I just build really slow, and even when I speed it up 8 times, it's still kind of slow, so my apologies for that. Like, if any one of you has a MacBook, and then with the touchpad, if you scroll with 2 fingers, move them up or down the touchpad, you can like scroll through a page up or down. And I used to do that in here where I scroll through the items, do the double finger technique. But with the lag, I can't do that at all, or I can't zoom in and out. It's really, really slow. So that's why I have to use the slider here on the right to move up and down, and that's also making it a bit more slow. So sorry about that, but I can still build fine, I think. This video is just a little bit long, but I don't mind. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Please tell me in the comments. How has your day been? What did you do today? Did you go to school or to work, or did you have a day off? I'm having a day off today. I am starting my new job next Monday, so this week I'm just building and making lots of videos, so I can still try to post as often as possible when I start my full-time job on Monday. I take forever building the exterior of this house. I really wanted the exterior to look cool because I think that's the part of a house that you focus on first, that what you see first. Like, for example, in the Sims 4 gallery, the thumbnail of your house is going to be the front of your house. So obviously you want that to look good. You want it to be something that catches your eye. So that's what I just spent forever doing this. It took me like over an hour just to do the exterior, and I don't even do the backyard until later. So that's what I'm doing. I'm adding so many plants here, and these leaves or vines, I don't know what they're called, but they're just all over the house to make it look kind of like overgrown. And this is also going to be in the middle of a forest, a pine tree forest. That's why it's called Pinetree Manor. So I just wanted to look like it fit in there, and there was just lots of like overgrowing everywhere. I don't know, I think it looks amazing. This is one of my favorite houses I've ever built, and I'm just really proud of it. And even if I don't win the competition or anything, it was still really fun to build. And I'm glad I got to do a speed build of it on my channel. And here I'm doing the 2 balconies that are going to be from both of the main bedrooms. One of them is going to have a hot tub on it, which was my plan from the beginning, and the one that I was doing just then with the zigzag roof thingy is just going to have a few easels. Yeah, here we go, adding the bathtub already. I think it looks really cool. And yeah, the backyard is going to have a small, like a lake, or I used the fountain tool, but it's supposed to present a lake. And then there's some what are those called? Jungle bars? Are they called that? I don't know, just some playing tools and just a few places to sit. And I'm doing the floor plan here, I believe. I didn't really know what I was doing with the bottom floor here, but I think in the end it's really nice. I make the bottom floor, the ground floor is going to have the kitchen, the dining area, the living room, and then there's going to be a little study corner and a bathroom. And then here in the upper floor is just going to be 2 bedrooms, oh, and a kid's bedroom. And all of those bedrooms are going to have en suites, and that's the whole floor. And I forgot there was a 3rd floor at this point. A bit later, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a 3rd floor. And then I go and add stairs so you can actually access it. And I make it the attic. So there's nothing up there that your Sims can like do, but I think it looks really cool and it gives it a really cool vibe. So I really like it. I think it's one of the best parts of this build. So here we go doing the colors for the house, the color scheme. I made it a bit darker, or a bit, I don't know. Was it darker than what I started with? I don't know. I just think it looks really nice. And we're adding a fountain here at the front. And I used like those sideways, are those bricks or wood at the ground floor walls? I don't know, but it's different than the other wallpaper, and I just think it looks really nice. I think they're bricks. Now I'm a bit confused. And I didn't forget the wall trims this time, and I think they added a lot to this build, so I'm glad I used them. And yeah, we're just gonna make a little fire area at the front as well, or a little, what is it called, like a little fireplace, fire pit area here where we add it in. And then we are also going to have more trees. They're gonna surround the whole house eventually, but I just haven't done that yet. This video is really lagging for me while I'm watching it, so it's a little bit hard to commentate. We just pause it and restart. Maybe that will do something. Nope, it's still very laggy. Okay, just a second. Okay, here we go. I think it's fixed. Yeah, so I'm adding more trees here, and these are those called jungle bars? I don't know, but I ended up moving them to the back, and I just put a few sitting areas here, and I had those a garden gnome sitting on this chair here, or this little stone bench. There we go. I think it's super cute. I didn't want to hide the garden gnomes anyway. I mean, few of them are a little bit hidden inside like trees and stuff. That's just because that's like they're supposed to be like hiding in there, lurking in the shadows. I don't know. I think they're really cute, and I'm glad I used them in this build. And here we go, adding the windows. This is one part that takes me really long to do because the windows need to make sense from the inside. You can't have windows where there's like a wall cutting into the window, and you can't have the windows look stupid from the inside. But then more important is how they look on the outside. So I usually just spend pretty long time doing them and making sure they look all right. And what are we doing? Yeah, we still have to do all of the back as well. I don't think I add that many more windows in there. And I add those leaves just all around the house, or those vines that came from Get Together, I believe. I really like those. I think they give this whole build like a more old and rustic vibe. I don't know. I think we are finishing off with my first round of building. No? Oh yeah, in a second we are. And then I took a break and I came back a bit later with some new ideas here. I'm just adding the windows on the upper floor, changing the roof height, and I believe we are going to do the outdoor pool in this, outdoor little lake in this area as well. But I'm still doing the exterior. As you can see, it took me a really long time, but I just wanted it to look perfect. The inside looks really nice too, in my opinion, but I don't know, I just really like the exterior of this house. I'm really proud of it, and I would love to hear what you guys think, so please tell me in the comments what you think of it and what I could have done differently, or if you have any other comments about the whole build. And please like this video as well if you enjoyed this speed build. By the way, if you want to download this house, it will be in the gallery under my username simmerkittenyt, or you can look for it under the hashtag simmerkitten, or under the hashtag SimLinks15k, because that's what I needed to use to post this in the competition. So here we go, adding those trees all around the house. I wanted the house to look like it was in the middle of the woods, in the middle of a little forest. It's kind of like isolated, and you just had your own backyard, and someone just decided to build a house in the middle of nowhere, basically. I don't know, I just think a really nice family can live here or rent this place out, and I don't know, I would like to go here in the summer at least. I think it would be, I mean, I live in the city. I've lived in a city almost my whole life, not in like the center of a city, but in a big city still, and I think it would be cool to live in the middle of nowhere for a while. It would be really peaceful, I think. Here we go, adding these cute little rocks at the beginning to make this entrance for where you walk in. Sims 3 had the perfect little rock. It was around, if you guys know what I'm talking about, that was the best rock to do like those little surroundings with. And I wish we had a little round rock like that in The Sims 4, but we don't, so I make do with these big rocks. And here we go, starting off with the backyard. I just go and grab all the items that I think I'm gonna put in here, and I just put them in a pile right here. Oh, without that arch looks really nice. I really wanted to use it, but it doesn't fit in anywhere. I think it would have gone amazingly with this build, but I didn't want to put a wedding arch in the backyard, so I just end up not using it. And I remembered outdoor lighting, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm using these cute lanterns, both of those, 2 different types. One from Perfect Patio, I believe, and the other ones are from the new Stuff Pack backyard stuff. And I'm just changing to nighttime to see how much light I need everywhere. It's not super bright or anything, but there's still enough light for your Sims to see what they are doing. And then here we are just adding a few more green things in the front of the house, so it looks really nice from the outside. And we just go and add doors everywhere, so obviously you can walk from one place to another. When did we add that wardrobe there? I don't know, at some point. I think when we made the floor plan. Yeah, I don't know, there was this excess space there, and I thought it was perfect to put that walk-in wardrobe from Get Together, so I just put that right there. And I'm using archways here and the bottom ground floor to make it seem more open and not like a blocked off area. So finally, we're doing the interior. And I just wanted this house to look really old, a bit old-fashioned, like it was made like a long time ago. Some parts have probably been renovated by the family who owns this, but most of this stuff is just has been sitting there for a while. Maybe this is a house that the family has owned for like multiple generations. I don't know what it is, but I always build the kitchen first in my builds. I always just start with the kitchen. I don't know, I just think it's pretty fun to build. Although usually I build kind of very similar kitchens, but I tried something different this time. I add a wall here in a second, and then I add a different door to go to the kitchen. So then when I add counters in the wall, it's a bit hard to explain. Here I'm doing it. You can kind of see into the kitchen, and you can keep food through that little hole in the wall into the other area. And I put little bar stools there so you can sit there and just eat and talk to someone who's making dinner in the kitchen. I don't know, I just think it's a pretty cool idea, and I'm gonna probably use it more often in my builds. I don't know, I just think it looks really cool. There's like this space here that you can look through to the kitchen. So I don't know, I just really like it. And there's a separate door there to the kitchen, and then the dining area is on the other side. I add a few clutter items here to the counters. I didn't want to add anything that was too modern in my opinion. I just wanted to use some stuff that could have been used like a long time ago. I was gonna say centuries ago, maybe not that long ago, but it's not too modern in my opinion. And what else? Yeah, we're making this area really cute. I added a little garden gnome here sitting on the counter as well, and it's like the cutest garden gnome ever. It's the one that's like pushing up its little beard. I just think it's adorable. And of course adding lots of flowers all over the place, lots of plants. I just think they tie the exterior in with the interior of the house and they make it look like it all belongs together. And this little nook here is where I'm making the dining area, and I think it was perfect. Just enough space for one. Your Sims can fit in there and sit in all those chairs. And I don't know, I just think it's a really cute area for you to have like a dining table in. And I'm just adding a few paintings and what type of plant there? No, I put these little hanging plants that hang from the walls. Those are like one of my favorite items in the game. They're so cute. I would love to have something like that in my apartment. Or I do actually, on our balcony there's a few hanging plants, but they're not as cute as that. And here I'm having terrible trouble finding a rug that fits in with the whole theme and the colors, and I just rage quit. I end up putting just that carpet flooring instead, because none of the rugs were good enough. It's giving me such a headache. I didn't know what to put in there at all. So here we go. We're pretty much done with the dining area, I think. Oh yeah, we have this cute little rug there as well. We use that rug quite a lot in this build, actually. I really like that rug when you size it up. And there's the cute little garden gnome. It's adorable. I don't know. I just think it's funny. And I use them in the backyard as well. I think you saw that. No, actually, I didn't do the backyard pool yet properly. But then I put one in the attic, and I don't know, they're just kind of hiding everywhere, and it's really cute when you see one. Oh yeah, here we just added a few more clutter items as well into the build, into the kitchen, and I'm just seeing what I could put on the wall here, and I end up putting those little plates in. I don't know, my grandma used to have plates like that a long time ago that she collected as well. They had like cats or something all over them. They were pretty cute. And here is this, there was this little extra space in the corner here because of the foundation being a little bit weird. So I just think it's perfect space to put in a little study area. I don't put a computer in there. I consider putting one in there, but I end up not putting one in there because I don't know, I just didn't think it went well with the theme being like old-fashioned. I do add one computer upstairs in one of the bedrooms, but this one is just going to be like where your Sims can study or do work or read or something like that. And yeah, I'm just when I keep finding these clutter items, I keep putting them in the attic that I'm gonna do right in the end, but I just don't want to forget that they exist, so I just put them there waiting for me to do the attic in the end. Here we go, adding one of these old pictures, old photographs on the wall. I don't know, I think they went really well with this build or this house. I've never really used those before, but they're really old-fashioned and I think they look cool. And here we got again into the next day, I believe, when I continued building this. And here is where I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot, I wanted to make a little lake at the back, or a little pond. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm gonna make it green to make it look not like a fountain or not like a pool. It's supposed to be a little pond. That's the word, not a lake. It's too small for a lake, but it is a pond. And I surround it with these rocks so you can't see the lines where the pool or the fountain like ends, so it looks more natural and like it fits in there. And then I put these gnomes inside there. I think it's hilarious. I don't know, like, look at those ones with the flamingos. I think they're perfect. And then I have a lot of these items from Get Together as well, from like Windenburg, that I think go really nicely in the backyard here and just make it look old-fashioned. And those are items I think you would have had in the old days as well. So I think they just go really nicely. And I'm adding a few more lights here in the backyard. And what am I doing? I'm just doing the backyard layout right now. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. There was not too much space out here, but enough in my opinion. I didn't really put in like a grill area or anything like that. I tried to put a small one in, but I end up removing that in the end. I don't think it fits in there that well, but there's just going to be this, not this one, but this one. A small little bench here. And you can sit on those wooden logs as well. But they don't really look like benches, but they are in the game. And then I'm adding those really nice, what are they called in English? Oh my god, I don't know. They're called like wind bells in Finnish. I don't know what they're called in English, or I think I do know, but I just can't remember. But you know what I mean, those things on the wall that I added right then from the backyard stuff pack. I don't know, I think they're really cool, and they give, when you can hear the sound in the game, it's really peaceful, and it's really nice. I really like them. I'm glad they added them to the game. I don't think we've had anything like that in The Sims before. Here I go back to the interior and I finish off the living room part of this house. It's going to be green and brown, which is kind of a theme in this entire house. A lot of it is just brown, different shades of brown. One of the bedrooms has some black in it, but then there's just, the rest of it is just green. That's the whole house for you. And I really like those couches. I think they look really cool, and I thought, I want a fireplace in this house. Like, what kind of an old house doesn't have a fireplace if they didn't have like electricity, or I don't know, did they? But anyway, the fireplace would warm up the house, or at least a part of the house, so that's why I added that in there. I think it fits in really well, and I put the TV on top of that. Even though TV is really modern, I think that they renovated this place a bit and just added that in there. And I add this really cute rug as well that I think is pretty old looking and just gives a really cool vibe as well. And I'm just adding some flowers, some clutter items, and then I have to do the bathroom still in this downstairs area, and this little corridor where you walk in. I didn't want it to be all plain and empty looking, so I add a little side table here. And my idea was to fill this side table with flowers and make it look just so many flowers, lots of vases filled with flowers, but none of them fit. They were all just, none of them like would go on top, so I would lift them up with a 9 key, but then they all would either cut into the table or just like float in the air. Like here, that thing is floating, so I can't put that in there. So I just end up using these tiny little items that like sit on the table just fine, but they're not what I was imagining in my head, but they're okay. I think it looks cute, and then I go and add a painting in the middle because it was looking a little bit empty, so I go like that. It looks like it's kind of standing on the table, which is a style I really like, so that's what I did. Then I added a little rug there where you walk in. So here we go. This is the downstairs bathroom. It just has a shower and toilet and a sink. Obviously, it's nothing fancy, but just I didn't want to leave all the bathrooms just upstairs. For example, if you have guests over, you're not going to tell them to go through your bedroom into your ensuite to use the toilet. Not really. So I added a bathroom downstairs, and I used that toilet in every single one of the bathrooms because it was called something like old-fashioned or old toilet. I don't know, something like that. And I don't know, it has the brown wooden ring on it, so I think it looks okay and it goes with the colors. So I just keep using that everywhere. And we're adding a few of the same rugs again in a different color, and here we go. Now I've got again into a new time that I was building. I think this is the last part. This is the 4th part of the build, and this is where I do the rest of the house. I do the upstairs and I do the attic. And yeah, this house, or this upstairs area, has 2 bedrooms, or 2 bedrooms with double beds, and then it has 1 kid's bedroom that has 1 bed. Because it was kind of small. You could totally renovate it and add more beds in there if you have more kids, or if you just need more space, or if you want to make it like a guest room, if you're not using one of these bedrooms as a guest room like this one. But there's a lot of room for renovation, or you can just You can make it look your own if you want to. But this is the first bedroom that I'm doing. This is the one that has black in it. It's the only room in the house that has some black elements in it, but I just thought the black is hiding well with the bed colors, because that bed has some black in it. There's not enough bed options in The Sims 4. Like, I'm so tired of all these beds always being the same ones, but I don't know, that's the bed that looks most old-fashioned to me, so that's the bed that I want to use. And then I add a few paintings here in the wall. I think I add the cluttered ones. Yes, those ones. And then there they have this amazing balcony. Well, I mean, it's pretty small, but come on, you have a tub on your balcony, so you're basically outside, but you can just walk inside like 2 meters and you're inside. So that is really cool. And you can look outside and just enjoy the sounds of nature while you're in the tub. I don't know, I think it's really cool. And I added the little side table there with some towels for your Sims when they get out of the tub. And then we're just doing the ensuite bathroom. It's pretty boring. It's just all the bathrooms are kind of similar. Nothing special. I just use items that I think go with the theme and are a bit old-fashioned, and just use brown colors all over the house. And I remembered to add some curtains as well into a few of these bedrooms. I forget that quite often because I think curtains look pretty ugly in The Sims 4. But that's okay. Those ones aren't too bad. At least they go with the room, with the colors, with the theme. I don't know. I think it's okay. Sorry if you heard that weird noise coming from outside. I have no idea what that was. And yeah, I wanted to make this little corridor? I don't know, this little area here where you just walk in the different rooms not be all empty either. So I just add those paintings and a few plants as well. And here we go doing the master bedroom. I really like this room. I don't know, I just think it came together really nicely. I love that bed actually. I love the cool like tribal little print there at the bottom, even though it's very, very small. That little line there, I don't know, I just think it makes it look really cool and a little bit edgy as well. And here is where the computer is going to be. This is the only computer in the whole house. I just wanted to add one, just because I think if you're playing The Sims, usually you want to have a computer in your house. It's a great way to get your Sims fun up, and you can look for jobs, and you can just talk to people, chat online. You can write, obviously. For the writing skill, you need a computer. I'm pretty sure you can't do it without one. Yeah, I don't think so. And here I'm just trying to find something to put on the wall, and I put those hearts in the end. I think they're really cute. I add some curtains that are going to be green. Yeah, those ones that add a bit more green to this room as well. And yeah, like I said, the color scheme of this whole house is brown and green. And it's just the theme that goes through the entire house. So hopefully you're not against those colors, because otherwise you really won't like this build. I don't know. I think you guys like these big speed builds the most, for what I've noticed on my channel, because obviously these take a really long time to build, so I can't post something like this every single day because I don't have that much time to keep building these and editing these and doing these voiceovers as well. But I will try to do a lot more big house builds like this, and not just like what are they called? Not just like resident buildings. Oh my god, what is that word? I don't know, but I mean not just like homes for your Sims, but more other buildings like as well. I really want to do some kind of a castle, so I'm gonna give that a go soon. But since I do want to post daily videos, there is going to be some other videos as well, like create a sim videos and room builds and smaller builds as well. So hopefully you can enjoy those as well. But don't think I'm not gonna make more big builds, because I will. They just take me a little bit longer to do. If you have any suggestions for what I should build, big or small, or anything you really have in mind, just please tell me in the comments, because I would love to hear your ideas, and listen or like reading other people's ideas and stuff really inspires me and makes me build more, and something that I wouldn't usually build on my own. So that's why I would love to hear what you would like to see me build. So please tell me in the comments. Anyway, this is the kids' room. This has some stuff from the new kids room stuff pack. What is it called? I don't know, but I'm using some of the stuff. A lot of that stuff is really modern, so I didn't want to use all of it, but I am using those pictures on the wall, and the wardrobe and the mirror are from there as well, and the bed actually. And then I just make this cute little bathroom for the kids as well. This is actually like one of the biggest bathrooms in the house, which is a little bit funny because this is the kids' room, but it's okay. And I had a tub in here. I haven't had a proper tub in any of the other bathrooms, so I don't know, I think your kids can always have fun playing in the tub. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm adding these cute little mirrors that came from the movie Hangout stuff pack. I'm gonna put another one there as well. Oh, and a few toys as well, because kids love to play with toys in the tub, don't they? And there wasn't that much room for toys in the actual room, so I added a few more in here. And I'm really trying to find a rug that would be more like a kid's rug, but none of them look like they fit the style, so I just end up using the same rug again. Oh, and these paintings are from the new stuff pack as well. Really like those. I really love all the paintings and the wall decor items that came from the kids' room stuff pack. They were really cute. And this is the attic. It's just like a loft. It's a really big, not an empty room, but it's a really big open room. There's no walls up there, and it's just like, I don't think if you lived here you would go up there that often, but it's just like a storage area. And here I go, finding all the storagey items that I can, and I just pile them here, and then in the end I just spread them out. But I just wanted to look for them all at once there, so anything that looks old to me or stuff you would find in an attic, I put that in here. And I can't find this one little set of boxes. This one, it took me forever to find. I think I just missed it. But that's what I really wanted to put in there. And then I just put these little painting racks or whatever they're called. And yeah, there's nothing really up here for your Sims to do. Like I said, there's no like skill building items. You could totally renovate this and make it a completely new floor. You could add a bed in here. You could do anything you want with this, really. That's why it's so empty. It's so great. You could do whatever you want. You can take all this stuff out and just create a whole new floor if you want to in your own game. But I just thought an attic would be great and just create a really nice aesthetic for the whole build. And I have these two little rugs here that I think are really cute and just make it look more messy and not so clean. And I think we're done with the build. Yeah, I'll just change this plant here, and here we're coming up to the screenshots. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I do post daily videos, or at least I will do my best to do so, and I will post new big builds. Also, give this video a thumbs up. That would help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. And tell me in the comments what you thought about this house and what I should build next. And go check out SimLinks' competition. I can leave the link down in the description as well. Anyway, there's a lot of screenshots because this was a pretty big build, but they're going pretty fast here. This is just the downstairs and the study area and where you come in, and then there's the bathroom as well here. And then there's just the upstairs and the attic. I just really love this house, and I would love to play in it, and I would love to hear what you guys think about it. Anyways, thanks so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!